Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler here, and with me, as always, Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. A mild, clear day is what we'll have for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Virginia Tech Hokies. We've got an early season ACC matchup for you today, and I'm really looking forward to this one. And here come the Hokies. The Hokies seem to have an advantage here. Do you agree with that, Kirk Herbstreit?
Virginia Tech has a big advantage on the offensive side of the football, and that's their quarterback. And the thing that I've noticed about him that makes him so special is his composure on the field. He's the reason they win this game big.
Georgia Tech, sweetheart.
Georgia Tech is ready to open this one up as they line up for the opening kick. He kicks off. Wilson fields it at the 11, sheds a tackler. So now we'll get to see the offense come out of the field for their first drive of this game. Well, guys, how do you think the star linebacker is going to do against a good offensive running game?
This kid will be blowing up plays all day. It's just hard to block him. It seems like he gets in on every single play.
Yep, but it's not too often that he goes up against a running back of this caliber, Coach.
It doesn't matter, Kirk. This kid is a tackling machine.
A good play to the tight end that time.
Yeah, and this is a play that we saw him practice the other day over and over again.
As a coach, you like it when all that practice pays off and your players executed in the game like they did all week in practice. Good job.
Here's what they've done on offense.
Absolutely amazing. It seems like nobody can stop these guys when they've got the ball, Lee.
Not bad at all. This team's been moving the football and scoring from everybody they play.
Brought down at the 46-yard line. He really wanted that ball, didn't he, Kirk?
You can't teach hustle like that. The linebacker was determined to get the ball there, and he did.
Big set. Sampson looking to throw on first down. He's going right. And he's got him on the run. The tight end with a nice catch there. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. They'll bring it down at the 19-yard line. A 5-yard pickup for the tailback. Georgia Tech has done a great job of getting points once they get inside the red zone.
Hey, when they get close to the goal line, you can count on some kind of score. They never come away empty-handed.
They hand it off. And there's a fumble. And the defense picks it up. He got hit hard. How do you lose that football?
I'll tell you, they lost it. It looked like the halfback was carrying the ball like an antique vase or something. You can't do that. You got to carry it like it's a football.
will go to work at the 11-yard line. Holt, the lone back. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 18. They get a good 7 yards on that one. They line up at the 18. It's second down and 3 to go. Randall lines up in the shotgun. Randall back to throw. He unloads it. He catches another one.
Defense is coming with heat on that play.
Yeah, but the offensive line did a good job of picking up their assignments. That gave the quarterback enough time to throw a nice pass to pick up the first down.
It's first down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
They give it to the tailback. He tackles him for a loss. Nowhere to go on that play, Coach.
Boy, you're absolutely right, Brad. This is a great job by the defense in not giving him any room to create anything.
This defense has shown that they're one of the best in the nation.
Teams haven't been able to move the ball well on these guys all year.
Well, they have a great front seven who can overpower blockers and a secondary that provides great support in the run and pass. That's what makes a great defense.
Holt gains around 3 yards on the run. That'll make it third down. It's third and 8.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
The Hokies come out showing 3 wide. Randall drops to throw. Surveys the field. He flings it. And got him! To the 20, to the 10. And he will score!
I tell you, the way that play was designed, Scooter, I think you and I might have been able to turn on the Jets there. That was a great play.
Easy, big guy. They'd have to treat both of us afterwards.
They'll line up for the point after. And he converts the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it. Hunt fields in the end zone. I'm sure the defense will be trying to strip the ball once again.
And if these kids don't start hanging on to the football, they won't see another offensive series. They might start putting in some of those defensive players that really want to play bad.
This drive will start at the 31.
At the 31-yard line. 1st and 10.
Georgia Tech lines up with 3 receivers. Lets it fly. Got him on the run. And he's tackled at the 50. You got a lot of jersey on that play. Not too much argument about this call.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still
Good call.
Yeah, he practically brought him to the ground there.
First and long.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Sampson comes to the line with 3 wide. Halfback pass. And this one falls incomplete.
They tried to shake him up there a little bit, Coach. I like the call.
That was a pretty neat little play. It didn't work, but it was still fun to watch.
Second and long. Ball on the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Hokies line up with 6 defensive backs. Sampson throws it out there. That one was thrown in the direction of the tight end.
And as a coach, you hate to see the perfect play call wasted because of poor execution. Here, the quarterback just overshot this time.
They line up at the 21. It's 3rd and long. The Yellow Jackets with 4 receivers. Sampson back to pass. Sampson zips it. Someone got a hand on it. Lane was the intended target, and that'll make it 4th down.
Fourth and long.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Wilson is back to receive. Punts the ball away. Wilson fields it to the 44. Now the offense is on the field again. Their last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to that touchdown. First and 10.
Hokies
Alone in the backfield.
at the 46-yard line. First and 10.
Drops back to pass. Looking. He throws. And they make the stop at the 50. They get 4 yards on that pass play. Second down and 6 to go.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Going with the shotgun here. Give to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of about 4 yards on the draw. It's third down.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Holt lines up in a deep back, I formation. It's the tailback. Tries to juke. Tackle made at the 39-yard line. So he got enough for the first down there.
Yep, nice call to run the ball there on 3rd down. I like it.
It's first down. The Hokies line up with a single set backfield. Holt again. He jukes. He's tackled at the 32. 7-yard run by the running back. Second down.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Holt is the deep back as they line up in the I. Randall goes with a play fake. He lets it go. Strickland tackles him for a loss on the play. Loss of a yard. This defense faces another
Ball
third
on the
down.
33-yard line.
Bradford is the single setback. Looking to throw. Moves up in the pocket. Randall slings it, and he's taken down at the 26.
That's how you convert on 3rd down.
This defense had to be expecting pass.
I know that. It doesn't matter, though. It's not enough to know that they were passing. You got to know their tendencies, too.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. The Hokies come out in the ace formation. Randall hands it off. No, play fake. They line up at the 32. It's second down. The Hokies line up in an I formation. Back to pass. He steps up. They bring the quarterback down. So far this drive, the defense has been unable to stop them on 3rd down. The Hokies come out in a shotgun. Randall is looking to stay perfect on this drive. He lets it fly. It falls incomplete. And the ball is roughly separated from the receiver by the defender.
And that's the way you play defense. Rough and tough with no apologies.
4th and long.
The Hokies line up the punt.
38-yard line.
Will be the return man. He punts this one high in the air. Signals for a fair catch. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll take over at the 20.
Take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Georgia Tech comes to the line with 3 wide. Steps up. He's looking. Zips it left. At the 40. Across midfield. Nice pass play.
Good accuracy there by the quarterback, and the receiver made a nice catch for a big gain.
I think the key also was the fact that the pass was thrown very hard.
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Ace backfield. Sanders with the give. Tackle made at the 37-yard line. He picks up 4 yards on the carry. From the 37-yard line. It's 2nd and 6. Sampson is back in the gun. Sampson back to throw. Throws. Complete. Tackle at the 28-yard line. Good pickup on that pass play to the fullback.
Look at the soft hands in that big fella. Throw it to him again.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 28. Georgia Tech comes to the line. Only 1 man in the backfield. Sampson. Back to pass. Smith was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 28-yard line. Georgia Tech comes out in the shotgun. Sampson drops back, looks, he fires. His receiver with the tackle at the 5. They're moving the ball very well on this drive, guys.
Yep, the defense is preventing the deep ball, but the problem is they can't stop the short stuff.
And the offense seems to be building a little bit more momentum on every play.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone. It off. May with a takedown at the 2. That'll be a gain of 3 yards. Second down and goal. Ball on the 2. High formation, looking for 6.
Nice tackle in the backfield there. This guy just overpowered his blockers and rolled down the ball carrier.
Really showed his strength on that play. This guy had one of the highest bench presses on the team.
Well, he's one of the heaviest guys on the team, too. I hope he's one of the strongest.
So it's 3rd down, but the offense is only 4 yards away from evening this game up. Georgia Tech will line up in a jumbo set here. Collins, the ball carrier. Nice run by the fullback to put 6 on the board.
You give this kid a chance, he can get it done. That was a nice looking run.
Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. He makes the PAT, and here's the Pontiac drive summary. Georgia Tech to kick.
Georgia Tech is lined up for the kickoff.
He sends it off. Wilson takes it from the 6. And he puts it on the turf. And they fall on the loose ball. Fowler probably just has a stinger here. We'll keep you updated on his status.
You heard his foot on that play, it looks like to me.
First and 10. Ball on the 23. Single set backfield. White takes the give. Rivera with the tackle at the 16. White gets 7 yards on the play. That'll make it second down. The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters most. The offense got 6 the last time they were inside the 20. Let's see what they do here. Sampson with a nice play fake. Wow, how about that call to the tight end? Big payoff.
Well, the offensive coordinator has wanted to incorporate this young player into their passing attack, and he couldn't have picked a better time to get into the ball.
Here's the kicking team to try the extra point. And he hits the PAT. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Decent kick. Holt has it at the 5. A little bit. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for the next possession. They'll get the ball here at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
The Hokies come out in the ace formation. And he tackled at the 38. That was a great call.
Yeah, here you see the draw play at its best. The tailback got good blocking up front and was able to pick up a bunch of yards.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 38.
First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. They go straight to the back. White with a takedown at the 41. Holt has 3 yards on the carry. They line up at the 41.
Ball on
It's
the
second and 7.
41-yard line.
The Hokies come out in the shotgun. Randall drops to throw. Across the middle. Got it to him on the run. Good pickup by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. Virginia Tech lines up in a shotgun set. Randall, hands off. White tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up.
He went down kind of hard on his knee there, guys. Hopefully it won't be that bad.
Second
down.
11.
Virginia Tech comes to the line with 3 wide. And they got to him before he could get back to the line. Well, the defense really put the clamps down on that run.
Boy, Brett, great effort up front by that defense.
Third and 12.
We've got 3rd and 12. Ball on the 49-yard line. They come out with 4 wide out. Randall drops back to pass. He passes it. He catches another. He's all the way down to the 19. And guys, you can just feel the momentum building with this drive.
That's their 3rd first down on this drive alone.
Yep, we all know how important momentum is in college football. This defense really needs to step up and get some of it back.
We've got a 1st and 10.
Ball on the
They're inside the 20. Ace backfield. Holt gets the call again. Rosano with the tackle at the 17-yard line. Holt gains about 2 yards on the run. That'll make it 2nd down. Second down.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Virginia Tech sets up in the I. They'll keep it on the ground again. And he's taken down at the 15. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. They'll line it up again on 3rd down. Virginia Tech comes to the line with 3 wide. He guns it. Got it to his receiver. What a perfectly thrown ball by this young quarterback.
He's gone through a rapid maturation, and that's elevated the level of play for his teammates.
If I was a scout, I'd make sure I bring lots of notebook paper to this young man's games.
Will be tied with the extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point. With about 3 minutes to play remaining here in the 1st quarter, our score, Virginia Tech 14, Georgia Tech 14. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. And it's off. Smith from his own end zone. Trying to juke. Passing wasn't much of a problem the last time this offense had the ball, as they were able to get it in for 6. First and 10. Ball on their own 16.
First and 10.
From the gun. Sampson off the fake. He's going left. The defense needed that one.
How about the move here by this cornerback? Great play that time, getting a hand on the football.
It's 2nd down.
Ball on the
Ace backfield.
16-yard line.
possession. He's under pressure. Sampson is sacked. From their own 9-yard line. Third down and a couple miles here. The Yellow Jackets line up with 4 wideouts. Sampson, back to pass. Chucks it deep down the right side. Got it. He's all the way down to the 43. So on third down, they pick up the first and a lot more.
When that kid caught the ball, he wasn't thinking about first down. He was thinking touchdown.
They line up at the 43 on the 41st down. This defense is in the dime. They'll throw on first down. He's looking for his man. Caught! And he's all the way down to the 17. Good catch. And can this guy fly or what?
I couldn't agree with you more. This kid's got to be one of the fastest guys that we've had the privilege of seeing all year.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters most. Georgia Tech comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Nice play fake. Wants to throw outside, and it's caught for the touchdown. Nice play call on that one to get the ball in the receiver's hand.
Yeah, the quarterback said, "You want the ball, go get it." Did he ever? He got it, took it for 6.
They'll line up for the extra point here. He makes the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Georgia Tech to kick this one off.
Lined up for the kickoff.
He kicks it off. Holt fields it at the 2. Let's see if this defense has trouble defending the pass again here.
If they do, my friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
The offense will take over at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Hokies come out showing 3 wide. He looks to throw on first down. He tosses it short. Someone got a hand on it. Holt was the intended target, so that'll make it 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 21. Virginia Tech lines up in a shotgun set. Option left. And they got him for a loss. Third down and 12. Ball on their own
19-yard line.
Holt lines up as a single back. Randall drops back. Randall lets it fly. That's a great tackle at the 24-yard line. Nice gain, but not enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's a nice play there. They did everything right except get enough yards for the first down.
Fourth and 7.
So they're set to punt this one away.
4-yard line.
Mitchell awaits the snap. Mitchell punts it, and he really got a leg into this one. Schmidt fields it at the 30.
What to look for on this drive is to see how often the defense changes up its coverages. They didn't defend the pass very well that last drive, so it's going to be interesting to see if they play them differently here.
They'll take first down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 49.
391.
Sampson drops back. He looks, throws it out there, and it's caught. So they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
From the 44-yard line. Second down and 5. Georgia Tech comes out in the shotgun. Sampson set to go to the air. Sampson throws. He put a little something extra on that throw, and the receiver mishandled it.
He needed oven mitts for that one because it was a hot tamale.
It's third and 5. And you've got to believe they're going to go to their impact receiver. Sampson steps back to pass. Wants it all, going deep. The defender has his hands on it, but it's incomplete. Sampson, he appears to have been injured on the play.
Fourth and 5.
The Yellow Jackets are lining up to punt it away. Davis back deep to return. He gets it away, and it's a skyrocket. Thompson signals for a fair catch. This one's going to be down to the end zone with a touchback. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out. They'll go to work at the 20.
Will start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Randall comes to the line with 3 wide. Holt takes it up the middle. Didn't get anything. It's second down and 10 to go.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter with our score. Georgia Tech 21, Virginia Tech 14. Second down and 10 to go.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Virginia Tech lines up in a shotgun set. Drops back to pass. He throws it. It's tipped. Great defensive effort that time.
Did you see how that safety played that ball? That was a beautiful play.
Third down 10.
The Hokies line up in an I formation. Randall drops back to pass. He passes it. He snags it. And they push him out at the 23-yard line. Oh, man, he doesn't get the first. Great play by the defense.
Incredible. They saw that coming a mile away.
I think you got to give your quarterback a little bit more time, especially on third down.
Fourth and 7. Ball on the 23-yard
Virginia Tech
line.
ready to put this one away. Smith is the deep man awaiting the return. Mitchell punts it away, and this one's got some distance. Smith calls for the fair catch. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3 and out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made out of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
They'll take over.
They'll start
at the
this drive
30-yard
at the
line.
30.
First and 10.
The Yellow Jackets set up in the gun. Hands it to the back. Makes a move. Made with a takedown at the 37-yard line. White gains 7 yards on that play. From their own 37-yard line. Second down, 3 yards to go. The offense is doing everything they can just to call the plays, and right now, they're not having much luck at all. He's tackled at the 38-yard line.
On the run. 1 yard
Gain of
gain
1
on the play.
They line up at the 38.
Ball on the
Third down.
38-yard line.
Fernandez hands it off. No, play fake. And he's got it! To the 20, to the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown! And he makes his second visit to the end zone with that catch.
Well, that was a great catch by the receiver. He ran a perfect route to get open for his second score of the game.
There's a flag down, and here's the call.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the try.
They line up for the point after. And he tacks on the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Georgia Tech is lined up for the kickoff.
Kicks it away. Wilson fields it in the end zone.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
Did they have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Virginia Tech lines up with 3 receivers. First down, look at the throw. With the throw, it's complete. And he's tackled at the 19. And they pick up 2 yards. They line up at the 19.
Ball on the 19.
It's second down. Randall is back in the gun. Handoff on the draw. He jukes it. Brought down at the 21. Holt gains about 2 yards on the run. From their own 1-yard line. Third down, 6 to go. From the gun. And down he goes at the 23. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Fourth and 4.
Here comes the punter looking to boot this one away. Smith is back awaiting the punt. Mitchell punts it, and this one is a skyrocket. Smith fields it at the 27, makes a move. Now we see the offense come out of the field.
And you know who's trembling right now? That defensive secondary.
Secondary should be trembling after all the yards that they gave up that last time.
They'll take over at the 42.
Will start the drive at the 42-yard line. First and 10.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. He's tackled at the 44. It's second and 8.
Ball off the 44-yard line.
White is the single setback. Ace backfield. Fernandez back to pass. Lets it go. Incomplete. Almost picked off. He's lucky that pass fell innocently to the turf.
Yep, Total coverage on that one. Got to pick his destinations better.
Third
From their own 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
Third down. Georgia Tech comes to the line with 3 wide. Juke move. He'll take it himself. Tackle at the 48. And they picked up 4 yards on the scramble.
Fourth and 4.
They line up to punt this one away. Wilson will be the return man. He punts it away. It's a high kick. Signals for a fair catch. There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad.
Well, it doesn't look like it's too serious, guys, but you never know. Sometimes those small injuries turn into season-ending ones.
The offense will start at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line. First and 10.
Virginia Tech comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. Randall to the air on first down. Throw short. He snags it. Nice little pattern there.
Yeah, he had great position there, and that ball was thrown in the right spot.
We've got a 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Virginia Tech goes with the ace set here. And down he goes at the 23-yard line. Holt gains about 2 yards on the run. That'll bring up third down. It's third down.
3. Ball on the 23-yard line.
They come out in a goal line set. Randall sets up the play action. He's tackled at the 34. There's the flag down on the field, and I'm betting that this one is pass interference.
Pass interference on the defense. The penalty is declined.
First and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. Holt is the deep back as they line up in the I. Washington tackles him for a loss on the play.
This safety does everything you ask of him. He can come up and play the run or drop deep into his zone and stop the pass.
And right there, I think he was looking for the run the whole way because he got in the backfield in a hurry.
2nd and 12.
It's 2nd down and 12 to go.
Ball on the
Ball on their own
32-yard
32.
line.
1 man backfield. He gets another carry. Tackle made at the 33. A little laundry on the field, and we'll find out whose it is.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Scooter, what are you doing?
Kirk, my friend, that's the sound of the offense going in reverse.
2nd and long.
2nd and long. Ball on the 22. Virginia Tech sets up in the I. Randall drops to throw. He lets it go. Caught. And he's taken down at the 46-yard line. Good gain on the pass to the running back.
This young man is becoming more and more in his passing game. He does a great job of making guys miss after the catch.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Randall on first down. Randall throws it out there. He snags it. Lewis brings him down at the 45-yard line. A decent pickup that time.
And see, guys, that's when this offense is at their best. If they can connect on these intermediate patterns, they'll allow them to be a lot more creative on offense.
From the 45-yard line. It's 2nd down and 1 to go. Single set backfield. They'll throw again. Defense has stopped them yet. And down he goes at the 34-yard line. With that pass, they pick up another first down.
And, Coach, you can feel the momentum building with each first down in this drive.
Yep, this offense is in pretty good rhythm right now.
First down. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Randall lines up in the shotgun. Randall has completed every pass this drive. He delivers. He's level at the 30-yard line. How about that play?
That's a good pickup there. He just dropped back and delivered a nice throw.
From the 30-yard line. Second and 6. The Hokies line up with a single set backfield. Gives it off. He's taken down at the 26. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Holt lines up in a deep back, I formation. Randall hands it off straight ahead. And he's tackled at the 23. They haven't been stopped on this whole drive.
And that could be really frustrating as a defense because every time you have the chance to get off the field, you come up short and let the drive continue.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. The Hokies come out in a shotgun. Steps up in the pocket. Throw outside. Lewis with the tackle at the 1-yard line. The wideout made a good-looking grab there.
You're right. The quarterback threw it as soon as he saw he had that extra step.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters most. Let's see if they can get it in for the touchdown. It's deflected. Gaines was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it second down. It's second and goal. Let's see if they can punch this one in. And it falls incomplete. The halfback tried to make the grab inbounds, but he couldn't do it.
Well, his hands did their job, but his feet clocked out early.
Third down now and goal to go. And this is the 14th play of the drive. Trying to find that end zone here as they come out in the I formation. Holt gets another handoff. Irvin tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. He didn't get much on that play at all.
Brad, the defense had that play set and sealed it off from the get-go.
Fourth down, and this one's a chip shot, about 19 yards away. The kick is up, and they tack on 3 points. And here's the drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Here's the kick. Hunt fields it in the end zone. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
This drive will start at the 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
4 wide. Fernandez to the air on first down. Complete to the true freshman. What happened there, guys?
Well, They were in man-to-man coverage on that play,
on the
and I
play.
couldn't tell if the defender slipped or he just got beat on that play.
No, he just got beat. It was a good catch for the first down.
First
and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. The Hokies bring in their dime package. Hernandez hands it off. White loses it. It's picked up by the defense. And that fumble recovery may give this defense the spark they needed.
You're right. This could be a huge swing in momentum.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. Randall with 3 wide receivers. Randall hands off. He tackles him for a loss.
This is a heads-up play by the linebacker. He's playing run and had his eyes on the guy carrying the football from the get-go. Good defensively.
Second down, about 12 yards to go.
41-yard
41. He jukes. Brought down at the 28-yard line. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics brought to you by Coca-Cola. Virginia Tech comes out with an I formation. Randall with a nice play fake. He's drilled as he throws. No, with the intended target. That'll make second down. It's second down.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
The Hokies line up with a single set backfield. Randall hands it off. A 5-yard pickup for the tailback. Third down.
5.
From the
Ball
gun.
on the 23-yard line.
Randall drops back to pass. Looking. Razzano will make the sack. He just blew past the blockers and dragged the quarterback down.
Boy, excellent play by the defense. A few extra seconds, and those receivers might have been open.
Fourth down, and the offense is still on the field. Randall needs this pass. Looks. Throws short. And he's taken down at the 24. They couldn't convert that fourth down.
Boy, look at these guys out there. They are fired up. Now let's see if it's going to lead to any points.
The Georgia Tech
The offense will take over
start
at the
the drive
24-yard
at the
line.
24-yard line. First and 10.
This sellout crowd is really making a difference now as these guys can't even call the play. He's tackled at the 30. The fullback bangs it in there for a gain of 6. Second and 4 coming up here. Ball on their own 30-yard line. Georgia Tech sets up in the eye. Setting up play action. Lets it fly. He snags it. And he's tackled in the open field. That'll be a first down on the 6-yard pass.
This is a hard play to contain if you're a defensive player. If you give him too much of a cushion, then the quarterback can hit the receiver with the short routes. If you stay on top of him, then he just might try and beat you deep.
First and 10.
We've got a first and 10.
Ball on the
36-yard line. They're really struggling now as this crowd is going absolutely insane. Back to pass. He steps up. Fernandez delivers. It's a tip drill. Knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. The Yellow Jacket set up in the gun. He's looking down the middle. He catches another. They're moving the ball very well on this drive, guys.
Yep, the defense is preventing the deep ball, but the problem is they can't stop the short stuff.
And the offense seems to be building a little bit more momentum on every play.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 28-yard
Georgia Tech
line.
comes out in the shotgun. Georgia Tech lines up in a shotgun set. Fernandez on the option left side. Laterals back. Wilson with a takedown at the 12. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The defense will stack the line of scrimmage. Fernandez hasn't thrown a bad one this drive. Fernandez throws it out there. He just overthrew his receiver on that pass. They line up at the 12. It's second and 10. Fernandez hands off. And he's tackled at the 8.
Number
A pickup of 4
on the
on
carry.
the play.
Gain of 4 on the play. Third and 6. Ball on the 8-yard line.
The Yellow Jackets come out showing 3 wide. Fernandez steps back to pass. No one open, so he's going to... Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He was scrambling for his life.
Well, that's just great coverage by the defense, but the quarterback did a nice job to tuck that one and run.
You're right, Kirk. The defense was too worried about his arm. They forgot about his running ability. Cost them.
They line up for the point after. He's to the uprights with the extra point. Over 3 minutes remain in the second quarter, and the score is Georgia Tech 35, Virginia Tech 17. They line up to kick this one away.
Georgia Tech
Kicks
is lined
off.
up with the kickoff.
Wilson fields it in the end zone. A little juke. The offense saw their last drive and on 4th down. Will we see a similar result this time? Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. Randall lines up in the shotgun. He's looking to pass. Throws it. And it's incomplete. Well, that was close, but they're saying the tight end didn't get a foot in.
Just a little too off target by the quarterback.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. Virginia Tech comes out with an I formation. Back to pass. Wants to throw outside. It's tipped.
How about that linebacker getting in there?
This guy is mostly used to stop the run, but here he showed that he's not too bad against the pass either.
They line up at the 20. It's third down and 10. The Yellow Jackets line up with 6 defensive backs. He flings it over the middle, and he's got him on the run. They convert on third and long, guys.
When the offense coming through in a big way that time. How about the timing on that route, Coach?
Yeah, Kirk, the quarterback was able to throw to a spot, and the receiver was there to catch it for a 1st and 10. Nice play.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. Virginia Tech goes with the ace set here. He's going right. It's complete. They'll bring him down at the 46-yard line. And that is not what this defense had in mind coming into the football game.
Not at all, but you got to give credit to this quarterback. He's really lighting them up back there. He's making picture-perfect passes, and guys are catching everything. Already, he's got 300 yards throwing the football.
Virginia Tech comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Randall pitches out to the right. Tackle made at the 42. The halfback toss gets maybe 4 yards. From the 42-yard line.
Ball on the
Second down.
42-yard line.
Virginia Tech comes out in the shotgun. He rolls out to the right, throwing right, and it's caught.
That was not an easy catch, but he made it look effortless, Coach.
That's because it was effortless. Most kids would make that a tough catch, but this kid can make it in his sleep. Great play.
From the 35-yard line, it's first down. Virginia Tech comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Randall with the play fake. Oh, bats it down.
That's just a great defensive play.
It won't look like much in the stat book, but that's getting the job done.
So that'll make it second down. Second down.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
The defense is playing the pass on this one. Randall hands it off, and he's tackled at the 32-yard line. 3-yard gain by the running back. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Going with the shotgun here. Randall drops back, comes across the middle, got it to his receiver. Virginia Tech will take a timeout. That's their first of the half. Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. Randall with 3 wide receivers. Randall drops back on first down. It's second and long. Ball on the 22-yard line. The Hokies come out in the ace formation. Holt gets another carry. He's hit and got away. Holt gets about a yard on the play. That'll bring up third down. Virginia Tech will take a timeout. That's their second of the half. The offense lines up trying to convert on third down here. Randall is back in the gun. Randall drops back to pass. He unloads it. Someone got a hand on it. So that'll bring up a fourth down.
The coach spoke really highly of this kid before the game, and now I can see why.
If this guy keeps making plays like that, then there will be a lot more people than his coach talking about him in the future.
They'll call on the field goal unit here. He gets it up. And they tack on 3 points. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He just drills this one. Smith from his own end zone. Down the sideline.
If he could have gotten another key block, that may have been 6.
No kidding. This kid is a threat to take it all the way every time he touches the football.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. Fernandez with 3 wide receivers. Butler tackles him at the 32. Georgia Tech will take their first time out of the half. Second and 3. Georgia Tech goes with the ace set here. Fernandez drops back to pass. Looks across the middle. And he pulls it down. Georgia Tech will take a timeout. That's their second of the half. Pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The last time they were in the red zone, they got a touchdown out of it. Looking to throw. End zone! Got it to the senior. Superb effort by the receiver to come down with that ball.
Now this comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
The Yellow Jackets line up in an I formation. He throws. Touchdown, Tech. And he managed to find his tight end for his second touchdown reception of the ball game. Here's the kicking team to try the extra point. And he tacks down the extra point. Down to just a few seconds left here before the half. And our score, Georgia Tech 42, Virginia Tech 20. Georgia Tech gets set to kick this one away. Here's the kick. Holt from his own end zone. Sheds through. The defense was able to keep him out of the end zone on their last possession, but the offense did pick up 3. Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coca-Cola. The Hokies come out in a shotgun. Holt gets the ball. And they'll bring him down behind the line. A great defensive effort there.
And let me tell you, the key to that play was right there in the defensive line. They tied this offensive line up and allowed their linebackers to come up and make a big play.
Lee, I agree with you. We always talk about the linebackers and safeties, but credit the big guys up front for that play.
Some second half adjustments definitely needed in this one. Our score, Georgia Tech 42. Virginia Tech 20. And the teams are lined up to start the second half.
Kicking off to start the second half.
Sends it sailing downfield. Fields in the end zone. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession.
The Georgia Tech Yellow
at the
Jackets
17.
take over at the 17-yard line. First and 10.
White alone in the backfield. He looks to throw on first down. And they couldn't hook up on that one.
Pass was incomplete.
Cunningham was the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it second down. From their own 17-yard line. It's second down and 10 to go. Fernandez lines up with 4 wideouts. Fernandez drops back, surveys the field. He's looking for his man. He's all the way down to the 46. It's first down.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
The Yellow Jackets line up with a single set backfield. Fernandez looking to throw on first down. Rivera comes away with a sack. Second down, 15 to go.
Ball on their own 1-yard line.
Fernandez comes to the line with 3 wide. Back to pass. He steps up. He rainbows it. Brought down at the 46-yard line. Short pass there, and they get a moderate gain.
There's nothing wrong with nickel and diming him down the field.
Third and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
Virginia Tech lines up in a dime defense here. Over the middle. Finds his receiver. Wow, how about that third down conversion?
Boy, what a play here, guys. I'm really impressed with the poise of this young quarterback. He was very cool and collected out there on that third and long play.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 36.
36-yard line.
A little jitter. Tackle at the 27. And they pick up 9 there.
9-yard gain on the play.
From the 27-yard line. It's second down. White lines up in the deep back. I formation. White on the give. He's taken down at the 25-yard line. So with that run, they pick up another first.
Just a nice job again up front by the offensive line. They're doing a good job of neutralizing the defensive front, and it's allowed them to move the ball down the field.
First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
And this offense is having a difficult time doing anything at the line of scrimmage. Fernandez steps back to pass. And it's the senior. And a nice pickup through the air.
I'll tell you what, fellas, I love this kid's throwing ability. He's got a quick release, and he's very accurate.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. So their last Red Zone visit resulted in a touchdown. Let's see if the defense can hold them this time. Thompson with a takedown at the 3-yard line. Talk about a throw.
Does this kid have an arm or what? I'm telling you, this thing is like a laser beam coming out of his hand.
Boy, you're right. What a cannon this young man's got.
It's first and goal. We'll see what they can do in the red zone. Drops back to pass. Off balance throw. Incomplete pass.
Wow. You talk about missing an open man.
The defense got real lucky there.
Yeah, they did. Someone either blew an assignment or got beat because that guy was wide open.
That brings up second and goal. And this is the 11th play of the current drive. Georgia Tech will line up in a jumbo set here. There's a play fake. Somehow gets the ball away. He was facing a mad rush when he threw that ball into the end zone.
They came after him, sweetheart. Big time.
So here we go. It's 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Looks like they'll try to power it right into the heart of the defense. He's looking to pass. He shoots him. Anderson tackles him at the 2-yard line. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that scramble. So the offense will stay on the field. It's 4th down from the 2. They put everyone up on the line. They hand it off. He didn't get it. It's not even close. They turn the ball over to the defense with that fumble, and the head coach has got to be upset with his halfback after that one.
Any coach would be upset after his running back fumbles. The first thing a running back learns is how to grip and secure the football.
Hopefully he shakes it off and forgets about it. There's nothing he can do now.
The Hokies line up in an I formation. The defense jumped, but I think a lineman moved first.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
Well, the offense is helped out by that defensive penalty.
You bet they are. That's an easy way to pick up yards.
First down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 8. Randall with the give, and down he goes at the 9-yard line. The fullback rumbles ahead for about a yard. Second and 4. Ball on their own 9. Georgia Tech brings in their nickel package. It's the tailback. Shake and bake move. That's a great tackle at the 9. Didn't get anything. Here's 3rd down. 4 yards to go. Ball on the 9-yard line. Virginia Tech comes out with an I formation. Randall drops to throw. He guns it. Complete. He's taken down at the 18-yard line. They threw the tailback that time for a nice little pickup. First and 10.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
The Hokies are lining up with 3 receivers. Randall back to pass. Got it to him on the run.
What a great play call there. They came right out of the gates and attacked the defense through the air on 1st down.
Yeah, it was a really nice gain on the pass. Let's see if they go back to the air again on the next play.
1st and 10. The Hokies with 4 receivers. He throws right, and he brings it down.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball, and if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
They line up at the 41. 2nd and 2 coming up here. They've got their man lined up in the backfield, but will they give it to him? And he's stopped behind the line. The halfback just couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. They're packed in tight on the line. Randall goes with the play fake, and it's caught.
He barely picked up the first, but it's still great awareness by this receiver to know where he was on the football field.
Yeah, and unlike our viewers at home, these players aren't looking at a graphically displayed first down line or anything like that. They just have to know what yard line to get to.
First and 10.
First and 10.
Ball on their own 45.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
The defense lines up in a dime. Chucks it right. Caught. And down he goes at the 49. Well, coach's short pickup on that pass play.
It was, but you know what? As long as they've got those guys getting open underneath, it'll take a lot of pressure off those offensive linemen who are trying to hold their blocks.
Second and 4. Ball on the 49-yard line. Another run. Gets past the tackler. Oh, he got tattooed on that one. 4-yard gain by the back. Third down, less than a yard. Ball on the 45. The Hokies come out in the ace formation. Holt will run it again. Brought down at the 42. The chain gang is on the move once again.
I'm looking for the defense to change things up here. They haven't been able to figure out this offense.
And anything, Lee, whether it's a blitz, anything to change up coverage one way or another, the defense has to make some adjustments.
Holt is the deep back as they line up in the eye. Makes a move. And he's taken down at the 41-yard line. Holt gets about a yard on the play. From the 41-yard line.
Ball on the
Second and 9 coming up here.
41-yard line.
Single set backfield. On play action. Throws it to the outside. That's incomplete. Just a little too far for the halfback. The defense gets their fourth chance to make a stop here on third down. The Hokies set up in the gun. Steps up in the pocket. Throwing right. Got it. The 10. And he's all the way down to the 7. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards.
Well, this wide receiver is definitely having a solid game. He's getting his yards, but more importantly, he's moving the chains for first down.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. Virginia Tech comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He lets it go. He's in for the score, and they're back in it. He's got 3 touchdown passes in this game.
And that last one was the best of the bunch, if you'd ask me. Great throw, great catch.
And they're looking to get 2 points here. The Hokies come to the line with their jumbo package. Randall still has it to the end zone. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Virginia Tech is ready to kick it away. Decent kick. Smith fields it in the end zone. Jakes on the tackle. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. He looks to throw on first down. Cutler with the tackle at the 18-yard line. So it's 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Georgia Tech lines up with 3 receivers. Here's the give. They'll bring him down at the 21-yard line. White gets 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Ball on the 21-yard line. Hernandez steps back to pass. He throws it. It's tipped. And that could have easily been a turnover.
Yeah, I don't even think the quarterback even saw that guy.
Well, he almost saw him running the other direction with the football.
Fourth and 7.
The Yellow Jackets line up the punt. Wilson is back deep to return the punt. He punts it. Wilson. He is drilled at the 48. Guys, their last possession, they really had good success passing the ball.
Hey, if you ask me, I'd air it out some more.
Hey, I agree. Make them show you that they can stop it before you change things up.
They'll start this drive at midfield. Holt lines up in a deep back, I formation. Randall hands it off. Evans brings him down at the 50-yard line. Holt comes away with 2 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 8. They line up at the 50-yard line. The Hokies come out showing 3 wide. And they got him for a loss. Loss of 1 there for the halfback. It's 3rd down and 9 to go.
Ball on the
right around midfield.
line.
Randall with 3 wide receivers. Randall set to go to the air. Randall lets it go. And it's caught. And they make the stop at the 43.
Good completion there, but they still didn't get the yards they needed for the first down.
Yeah, it's tough to get the yardage you're looking for in those 3rd and long situations. Everyone knows the pass is coming. So the defense just sits back and waits to make the play.
Washington back deep to return. It's a high kick, and it holds up there. Signals for a fair catch. They'll down the punt at the 3-yard line. Great punt there to pin them deep inside their own territory.
Man, they got a nice bounce there as well.
Yeah, a lot of times those punts will hop right into the end zone, but this time it didn't go anywhere.
And they've got a lot of field in front of them as they start this drive.
First and 10.
The Yellow Jackets line up with 2 tight ends. Broke away from 1. White picks up about 4 yards on the play, so that'll make it 2nd down. It's 2nd and 6. Ball on the 7. The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. He lets it go. Oh, what a catch. And he's all the way down to the 32. Kirk, what do you have?
Well, as you can see, this guy's been a big playmaker all game long. In fact, with that last grab, he just went over 200 yards receiving.
First down. The Yellow Jackets come out of the ace formation. And down he goes at the 37-yard line. White picks up 5 with the carry. One man backfield.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Looks to pass. He tries to spin. Sims tackles him at the 39-yard line. They line up at the 39. Third down and 3 coming.
39-yard line.
Georgia Tech goes with the ace set here. Tosses it out. Lost the ball. Fumble. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. What do you think about the play of that safety, Herbie?
This guy stepped up and made a big play right here for the defense. Nice fumble recovery.
This is a great place to start the drive on the opponent's side of the 50. Tackle at the 28-yard line. The running back gives them 6 on the ground. They line up at the 28. It's second down. The Hokies line up with a single set backfield. He throws. The ball is tipped. Incomplete.
You know, the quarterback didn't do anything wrong there. This is just a great play defensively.
I think he underestimated the speed of the defensive player. He just shot in and broke it up.
That'll bring up third down. Third down.
4. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Virginia Tech sets up in the I. Randall running the option. They bring him down at the 13. And they convert on third down.
They got to continue to take care of the football. And I'll tell you what, if they can run the option like this, they're going to be tough to stop.
The key there is taking care of the football.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. And he tackles him hard at the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Randall hands it off. No, play fake. Catches it. He's tackled at the 3-yard line. Looked like the linebackers bid on that play fake.
They didn't even know the quarterback had the ball. That's worth a yoke.
First down and goal to go. They're threatening inside the 20. They put everyone up on the line. Here's the give. He jukes. Brought down at the 1-yard line. The running back gets 2 on the carry. Second down and goal.
Ball on the 1-yard line.
The Hokies come to the line with their jumbo package. They'll keep it on the ground again. He followed his blocks and rammed his way into the end zone.
He had a package to give credit to that offensive line for that one. They created the space for him to run through.
They'll line it up for the extra point. And he adds the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. looks like they're ready for the kick. Nice kick, plenty of distance. Smith in the end zone. We might see two hands on the ball after their last run.
Yeah, but if you start thinking too much about fumbling, you become less effective as a runner. They just need to go out there and play their game.
They'll go to work at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
White is the single setback. Play action. Waits till the last moment.
The defense looked alive on that play.
Yeah, Coach, you did a great job of reading the play and beating the receiver to the ball.
From their own 20-yard line. Second down, 10 yards to go. From the gun. Fernandez, back to pass. They bring him down in the backfield. Cutler with the tackle at the 20. He really wanted that ball, didn't he, Kirk?
You can't teach hustle like that. The linebacker was determined to get the ball there, and he did.
Well, I think they might have gone just a little too far that time.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
This drive will start at the
35-yard line. First and 10.
Virginia Tech goes with the ace set here. They give to the tailback. Juke move. Tackle made at the 33. He gains a couple of yards on the carry. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
One man backfield. Randall makes a handoff, flips it, and it's caught. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
They line up at the 26.
Ball on the 26
It's third down on the yard for the first down. Virginia Tech lines up in a double tight set. They'll try to get the first on the ground. Nice tackle to bring him down before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Solid effort there to break up.
It's fourth down, and the field goal team is out to try this 44-yarder. It's up, and it splits the upright. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Mitchell ready to kick. He sends this one deep. Hunt from his own end zone. Well, guys, their last drive ended on a fumbled ball. What do you think they can do to be more successful this time?
Well, for one, they can hold on to the football. Turnovers absolutely kill the team's momentum.
Yeah, I just think they have to be a little bit more careful with the ball.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. The Yellow Jackets come out in a shotgun. Fernandez drops back to pass. He throws it. It's complete. Gilbert brings him down to the 21-yard line. Couldn't get anything out of
No
that.
gain on the play. Second
They
and
line
10.
up at the 21. Second down. They come out with three wide receivers. Fernandez back to throw. Fernandez gets taken down for the sack. Third down and 14 to go. Ball on their own 17. Georgia Tech lines up with three receivers. He looks. Fernandez with a bullet. And he's taken down at the 29. Boy, does this kid have an arm or what?
Are you kidding me? It looks like he has a rocket launcher attached to his shoulder.
So at the end of three quarters, it's only a one-possession game. With the score, Georgia Tech 42, Virginia Tech 38. Fourth and 2. Looks like they're going to pull it away here. Number 42 awaits the snap. Number 42 hunts it, and this is a wonderful kick. Wilson fields it at the 24. The offense ready to go again, and their last drive ended with 3 points. They'll get the ball here at the 31-yard line.
Virginia Tech Hokies take over at the 31-yard line. First and 10.
Virginia Tech comes out with an I formation. Holt on the run. He jukes him. They'll bring him down at the 34. The back gets 3 on the carry. Second down, 7 to go. The Hokies line up with 3 wide. He passes it. Oh, what a catch. Tackle made at the 42-yard line. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Holt takes a handoff, and down he goes at the 42. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. They line up at the 42. It's second and 10. Virginia Tech goes with the ace set here. Tackle at the 37. He's been taking it to the opposition all game long.
This halfback has run over, around, and through this defense. This kid's a good-looking football player.
It's third down.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Virginia Tech comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Setting up the play action. He rolls out to the left, fires across the middle. He's hit and taken down. Boy, did he zip that ball in there.
Yeah, you're right. There's not a whole lot of quarterbacks out there that can make this throw. He delivers this one right where it has to be. Great arm strength.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. The Hokies come out in the shotgun. Holt takes the delayed handoff. White with the tackle at the 17-yard line. 3 yards there on the delayed handoff. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 17-yard line. Georgia Tech lines up with 5 defensive backs. Whoa, he just took a licking.
Third
The
and
offense
7.
faces another third down as they line it up. The Hokies go with the I formation. He's looking down the middle. And they make the stop at the 2-yard line. So they go to the air and they pick up yet another first down.
They've shown no problems moving the ball on this drive. This offense is moving the ball very well.
And they're building some beautiful momentum along the way.
So here we go. First and goal, and a field goal won't cut it. They set up in an I down by the goal line.
Watch the play action on this one.
Touchdown, and they take the lead. And so they punch it in on the ground, Kirk Herbstreit.
Great job up front by the offensive line. They get a good, strong push that allowed the runner to get it in there for the touchdown.
So the kicking team will line up for the point after. He makes the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Mitchell ready to kick. He kicks it. Hunt from his own end zone. Fumbles the ball. Smith. And they recover their own fumble.
I'm going to tell you something. This guy has got to do a better job of protecting the football the next time he gets it.
The offense will take over at the 12. White, the lone back. Counter play. Wilson brings him down at the 21-yard line. A 9-yard pickup by the tailback on the counter play. From their own 21-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Georgia Tech sets up in the I. Over the middle. And that one's incomplete.
Oh, man. Dropped passes just aren't acceptable. I don't care if you're getting hit or not.
Hey, he'll shake it off. No big deal. Watch, they'll go to him again, and he'll come up with the catch.
You know, he probably will, but there's still no excuse for the one he just dropped.
The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. Butler brings him down for a loss. No place to go that time, and the offense loses a yard or 2.
Nice job of plugging up all the gaps and the possible cutback lanes by the defense.
There's a flag down, and here's the call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
First down. Fernandez lines up in the shotgun. Fernandez with the option. Oh, man, he took him down hard. Second down.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
White alone in the backfield. Fernandez steps up in the pocket. He's looking. He gets sacked on the play. From their own 22-yard line. We've got 3rd and long here. They line up in an I. Fernandez set to go to the air. Fernandez is sacked. The pressure got to him that time.
Now they brought the heat here
4th and
The
long.
punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Number 42 is waiting for the snap. Punts the ball away. Wilson takes it at the 45, and he hits him hard at the 49-yard line. This is a pretty important possession for this defense, wouldn't you say, guys?
Most certainly. They can't afford to let this offense score again. They need a big stop right here.
You couldn't be more right, Coach. This is a very important possession for both teams.
So they'll start this drive at midfield. Virginia Tech goes with the ace set here. A little juke. And he's all the way down to the 25. And the big run puts him in excellent field position.
This is why I put this kid on my All-American list, Kurt. Every time he touches the football, there's a big play waiting to happen.
That is why he's one of the best running backs in all of college football, Coach.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. Randall is back in the gun. Let's see, did one of the linemen move first?
Offsides on the defense. Sideline penalty.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. They'll throw on first down. Steps up, lets it fly. Fowler with a takedown at the 18. So the defense kept everything in front of them on that play.
They didn't pick up much on that play, but if they keep dumping it off like that, the safeties are going to have to creep up. When you force the safeties to play shallow, it opens up a whole other passing game. That's when you hit them with the home run.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters most. White makes the sack. We got 3rd and 8. Ball on the 23. The Hokies line up with 4 wideouts. They'll run the option, and they get him in the backfield for a loss. Nowhere to go there on the quarterback keeper. The kick is up, and the field goal is good. There's a flag on the field, and I think I have a good feeling of what this might be.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
He looked like he had a handful of jersey on that one.
You know, you can get away with a little holding, but hey, you can't do that.
4th and long.
So they're set to punt this one away.
37-yard line.
Strickland is back awaiting the punt. He gets it away. Calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. What do you expect from this offense at this point, fellas?
I think the offense has to mix things up on this drive to keep the defense off balance. This is a very important possession.
At this stage of the game, the offense just can't afford to screw things up. They need at least 3 points.
Makes a move. Mays with the tackle at the 22. White gains about 2 yards on the run. It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 22. The Hokies bring in their dime package. Surveys the field. Wants to throw outside. Knocked knocked out of bounds at the 33. Our cameraman didn't even know who had the ball.
I'm pretty sure the defense didn't either. The halfback did a heck of a job faking it like he was running with the ball. They were about to tackle him.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 33. White, the lone back. Fernandez fakes the handoff. Oh, what an interception. And he's tackled at the 31. What an interception. That couldn't have come at a better time for the defense.
And it couldn't have come at a worse time for the other guys. This turnover might be the decider.
Well, I think they might have gone just a little too far that time.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So it's make or break time. Who's going to rise to the challenge?
1st and 10.
Virginia Tech comes out with an I formation. Holt gets the carry. And they make the stop at the 44-yard line. Holt comes away with 2 yards on the carry. It's 2nd down.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
They line up in the shotgun. They snap it to the back. Tackle made at the 39-yard line. 4, maybe 5 yards on the run. It's 3rd down.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
The Hokies line up in a goal line formation. Toss, right side. Can he get the first? 3 plays, 0 first downs. Not what they had in mind.
Well, this defense looks very impressive right now. They suffocated the offense that go-around.
Washington will be the return man. Mitchell punts it, and he really got a leg into this one. Strickland signals for a fair catch. What do you guys think this offense has to do to get their team back in this game?
Right now, it's a 3-point game, but I expect this offense to be very aggressive in trying to get the ball down the field.
And I'd expect the defense to be equally as aggressive in going after this quarterback to force some bad throws and possibly a turnover.
You're right, Coach. They just need to put together a solid drive.
Fernandez unloads. Caught. Gets past the tackler. He's knocked out of bounds at the 31. A nice completion to the tight end.
A good play here, and the thing that I notice is that he provides a nice big target out there for the quarterback.
First down. The Yellow Jackets come out in the shotgun. Fernandez steps back to pass. He's sacked at the 23. It's 2nd and long.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
The Yellow Jackets line up with a single set backfield. Throws, dives, and caught. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still
It's
second
about
down.
time they called him for holding. He's been holding on to jerseys all game.
Scooter, these refs could probably call holding on every play if they wanted to. These guys get away with a lot.
It's 2nd down.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
White lines up in the deep back. I formation. Fernandez back to throw. Batted ball. Interception off the deflection. He steps up and makes a big turnover.
Yeah, he just made a huge play right there. He knew what was coming all along.
You can't throw interceptions like that. You just can't.
The quarterback couldn't have asked for much better field position than where they're at now. The Hokies go with the I formation. Will try the left side. And they make the stop at the 7. The running back gives them 6 yards on the ground. The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters most. The Hokies come out showing 3 wide, drops back to pass, screen pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And he comes up with his second touchdown catch of the game right there.
This kid is tough to stop.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. You try to keep tabs on him, but eventually he's going to find a way to get open.
I think you need to double team him.
Here's the try for the extra point. And he adds the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Virginia Tech lines up for the kickoff. Smith and Hunt deep to return. And this one's away. Smith from his own end zone. Guys, what do you think about this situation?
Well, time isn't on their side anymore. They need to get this ball down the field and get in the end zone.
You're right, Coach. It's now a 2-possession game. There's not too much time to spare.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coca-Cola. White lines up as a single back, throws it. The senior makes the catch. And they were stopped for a minimal gain on the play.
That was a sensational effort by the defense. They were all over that pass.
Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 20. Georgia Tech comes to the line with 3 wide. And he tackles him hard at the 16. The defensive end was the victor on that play as he bolted in to tackle him for loss.
And he's able to do that because interior linemen held their ground, leaving the runner with no options.
Third and 11. Ball on the 16-yard line. Georgia Tech comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. Fernandez, back pass. Waits till the last moment. And falls incomplete. And that's a big stop for this defense.
Not so fast, Brad. This offense is losing. They may try to go for it here.
The Yellow Jackets allowing us to run it away. Wilson, the return man. He gets it away. Wilson fields it at the 42. Well, the offense heading back out onto the field for that kick. Hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown. They'll start this drive at midfield.
At the 48-yard line. First and 10.
Virginia Tech sets up in the eye. They'll give it off here.
Not a very successful run that time, Coach.
Did you see his explosion off the defensive line? Woohoo! It seemed like he was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
He just timed the snap count there. It really made a nice play.
Ball on the
Second down.
48-yard line.
They line up in an eye. him down at midfield. He plows ahead for a 2-yard gain. Third down, 8 yards to go.
50-yard
They line up at the 50. Bradford lines up in a deep back, I formation. Looking to throw. He gets the pass away.
Now that's the way to get in there and break up a pass.
And more importantly, Coach, brings up a 4th down situation.
Fourth and 8.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Washington is the deep man awaiting the return. Mitchell punts it, and this is a wonderful kick. Washington calls for the fair catch. The defense really shut these guys down the last time they had the ball.
The offense looked a bit out of sync on that last possession, Coach.
And it was the defense that threw him out of sync, Kirk. Those guys are fired up. Let's see if they can hold them again.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20.
At the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Fernandez lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. He's going to take off. And he's level at the 25. Second and 5. Ball on their own 25. Georgia Tech comes out with an I formation. Fernandez back to pass. Fernandez lets it go. Was the intended target on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down. They'll line up at the 25. It's 3rd down. Georgia Tech lines up in a shotgun set. Fernandez stops to throw. He unloads it. Got it. At the 4, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's all the way. Touchdown.
They did exactly what they had to do there, Kirk. They put 6 points on the board, and now they have the lead.
Yeah, but with just under 2 minutes still left on the clock, there's a lot of time for momentum to swing in the other direction, Coach. This is still anyone's ball game.
Here's the extra point to get within a field goal. And he tacks on the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Georgia Tech lines up for an onside kick. Here goes nothing. They recover the onside and they're back in business.
That's exactly how you want to kick an onside. Great job by the kicker, but even a better job by his teammates to get all over that football.
It's 1st and 10. Three wideouts here. He looks to throw on 1st down. Comes across the middle. And that tackle's going to save him 6. The quarterback just rifled that one in there for a good game.
Boy, he's throwing the football with some pop, isn't he, Coach?
Hey, if he's not careful, he's going to break his receiver's finger.
There you have it, folks, your Coca-Cola players of the game. They really earned it out there today. They'll throw on 1st down. The ball is tipped. Cunningham was the intended receiver on the play, so that'll make it 2nd down. Second down, 10 yards to go.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Drops back to pass. Fernandez rifles it left. Smith was the intended receiver on that pass. We'll make it third down. Third down, 10 yards to go.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
The Yellow Jackets with 4 receivers. Fernandez drops back to pass. He's up to 10. Touchdown! And that gives them the lead. And it's the All-American who's on the receiving end of that nice touchdown pass.
Great job by the quarterback to find the mismatch out there.
And I don't care who you put on this kid. Anytime this wideout steps on the field, it's always going to be a mismatch.
And they're lining up for the PAT. And he adds the extra point. So with just over a minute to go here in the fourth quarter, our score, Georgia Tech 56, Virginia Tech 52. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Sends it sailing downfield. Wilson from his own end zone. Guys, what do you think about this situation?
This is obviously a big possession. They have to get the ball in the end zone right here.
And this is their last opportunity, Kirk. If they don't score here, then they can call it a night.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Randall is back in the gun. Moves up in the pocket. Lets it fly. And they make the stop at the 31. How about that pass, fellas?
Well, Brad, the defense was coming with the blitz, and that opened some room for these guys to get open.
Yeah, and if you're coming with the blitz, you better get to this quarterback. Otherwise, he'll make you pay.
The offense calls a timeout.
First down.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
One man backfield. Looks to pass. Looks. Wants to throw outside. Got some open field. He's tackled at the 49-yard line. Virginia Tech will call a timeout. That was their second timeout. It's 1st and 10. Holt lines up as a single back. Randall goes with a play fake. He throws. And he's let him. What a hit. This is really turning into a very aggressive drive.
3 first downs and counting on this drive.
Yeah, they've done a good job of building some momentum here, and more importantly, they kept this defense on the field.
Pass it to the senior.
Defense is coming with heat on that play.
Yep, and the offensive line did a good job of picking up their assignments. That gave the quarterback enough time to throw a nice pass and pick up the first down.
He's going left. Oh, great hit. How about that pass?
Well, Brad, the defense was coming with the blitz, and that opened some room for these guys to get open.
Yeah, and if you're coming with the blitz, you better get to this quarterback. Otherwise, he'll make you pay.
He lets it go. Caught. And he's tackled at the 5. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
And this kind of field position means the playmaker at running back should be touching the football. There's a play fake. The Yellow Jackets line up with 6 defensive backs. Virginia Tech will use their final timeout. Third down now and goal to go. This is the 8th play of this drive. picked off. And that's the end of the game. Any final thoughts on this one, Coach?
This is why I'm up here with you guys. Coaching a game like this might give you a heart attack. Georgia Tech really got all they asked for and more in this contest. Great job by both teams.
Folks, that's going to do it for this edition of NCAA Football 2007. Again, our final score, Georgia Tech 56, Virginia Tech 52. From all of us here at EA Sports, we hope to see you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.